Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Exanima. We are going to do some arena today because I've got some things that I want to do in the arena today. But first, I am in level 4 of story mode. Now, a viewer called Mad Engineer who has provided me with quite a few very useful pieces of advice about my videos and about the game in general. So thank you very much for that, Mad Engineer. But he said to me, he or she said to me, that there is a hidden item in level 4 which I actually didn't know about. So I've spent quite a while now exploring around level 4, and I didn't actually realise that the latrines, which are these kind of privy toilet things, you can actually search those as if they are like normal kind of containers, like wardrobes or chests. I didn't realise that, or if I've done that before, I just didn't realise that I'd done it or something. But basically, I thought they were just scenery. So anyway, I've been gone around the level. I think I've taken out all of the skeletons, and I've almost taken out Sir, although he's done a fair amount of damage to me. I did actually find a second healing tonic in this level as well. Already used it. Already lost a load more health as well, but I do have one in reserve here. Not that I was really planning to go very far with this story mode in this video, but you know, maybe we'll sort of carry on a little bit. Anyway, I've found this latrine. It does have an item inside it, one that I have not seen before. A bracelet with reasonably okay stats. I mean, if we compare it to these plate van braces which I picked up from one of the skellies, you can see here that we have considerably superior stats on here. Good 3 bars of coverage out of, I think, 5 or possibly 4. No, it's 4, isn't it? And very, very substantial protection against all kinds of melee attacks here. Now, what I don't necessarily know is whether this bracelet is used as well as or instead of van braces or gloves. And if you equip this, can you or can you not equip van braces as well? Because that would obviously leave one of your arms exposed. I also don't know what this thing does, but it is apparently some kind of enchanted item like the light helm that we have here. So it says, a wide bracelet that clamps tightly about the wrist. You feel a strange tingling sensation when you wear it. Let's wear it. Okay, so we can use it it appears to be an accessory, like a ring or something like that. Something that you can use, you know, as well as your armor. I have no idea what this thing does though, so hopefully Is that Sir? Yes, it is. Oh, good. Well, hopefully this has some powerful effect here, because I need to go back through this door very quickly. No, I'm on the floor. Oh god, move. What the hell? Getting humped. Run. Right. Places like this are good to fight him because his arms can get stuck. He's dead. Right. Okay, so that isn't actually as easy as it is to get him. Anyway, for me, who is not necessarily particularly good at fighting Sir or the ogres or the golems in this game, they're very large enemies. One really good tactic that I kind of... Well, I would say I discovered this, but that's not necessarily true. I worked this out from playing it and dying to these guys so much. I did actually see something on the Steam community discussions that someone else had kind of done the same thing. So I think this is a very common strategy, but anything like this that's a very tall enemy with a very long range, you can fight them through a small doorway like this. And with Sir, because he has these huge, like, ape-like arms, very often his arms just get stuck on the walls and he can't reach you through the doorway. And that's not necessarily always the case, but anyway, he never carries any items, this guy, but it's nice to have him dead anyway. And I'm not noticing any effect from that bracelet, so we may kind of come upon the purpose of it soon enough. So what I might actually do is just run back and fight some golems in level 5 and probably die instantly, but yeah. There's an old parchment here that says, Dasin, keep a watchful eye over the scribes and the archivists, especially the archivists. There have been many reports of things being taken and hidden away. We must be thorough. I'll add that to my collection. I also found one a bit ago. Oh yes, of course. What I didn't realise, right, is that in the last update, maybe the one before, in a very recent update, they added an item burden into the game. I didn't realise they'd done that at all, but sometimes you can't add items to your inventory like this, and you have to rid yourself of some. So, for example, I'll get rid of those plate leggings. I've got leggings. These are greaves? Yeah. So there we go, now I've got enough for that. But I did fight a skelly who had a parchment on his corpse, and it said, "When I took this oath, I told myself my life no longer mattered. Now that courage, that sense of purpose is fading fast. I look to the others for strength, but I find the same doubt in their eyes. They mocked us, and now I see the truth of it. This is senseless. This is senseless." Anyway, I have all 3 kinds of skelly armor, and this piece is the one that I mentioned in a previous video, but didn't actually show. And yes, it is 5 points in each stat. So this is an entire upper body piece, which goes all the way to the forearms and includes pauldrons on the shoulders and goes right down to the hips. So as you can see, it's also clipping through my padded coat there a little bit. What is this, Dark Souls? Anyway, I have here the chest plate. I know it calls it a cuirass. And again, comparing them, this has the same coverage against slash. It's actually superior against pierce. Far lighter, because of course there's less of it. And a bit less impact. Far less coverage, you see. So the stats do make sense, kind of based on the item that you're actually, looking at that time. It does kind of, the stats are high and low in the areas where you think they should be generally. And this one has the hip coverage as well, so heavy but effective. Yeah. So yeah, we can see the way that this stuff is going. Anyway, what I'll do is dump that. Okay, it won't let me. I will dump it on the floor then. I don't really need this either, to be honest. Hey, it stood up. Yeah, so that cabinet is maybe full. For some reason, I'm still wearing sandals, which doesn't really go very well. I need to find the sabatons, which you can usually find in this level. The pointed plate sabatons. Oh, and I did also take maneuvering in armor 2. So yeah. What I didn't really do was search any of... there we go, perfect. Banging. Sabatons. I don't need 2 pairs of sandals either. What are they? 1.5. Same thing. We'll get rid of those because they look a bit cooler. I'm only keeping the sandals because they're a new item. And so it's still a little bit of a novelty to have like cool sort of gladiator sandals in Exanima. Anyway. Why can't I move? Okay, that was a strange thing that happened there. I think everything in this level is now deceased, and apart from things which may possibly be behind the locked doors, because I haven't unlocked any of the locked doors yet. So, what I could do is to go and die to a golem, and then we'll go to the arena. I suppose. Anyway, give me 1 second. I just need to alter the volume. There we go. Sorry, there may have been a bit of feedback on the audio there. I'm actually playing without headphones, so I just had to like turn my monitor down. I didn't realise it was quite as high as it was. Sorry about that. Okay, we're here. The place where Sir appears to have burst out from, or something like that. Anyway, is this the... Yeah, that's the latrine there, so this is the way back to the beginning of the level. And what we'll do is... Sorry, I didn't realise about the audio then. Hopefully it's not made too much of a difference. I will If it does kind of affect the recording negatively, I might go and try and do something to it in post, but I was just really enjoying the music in this level, because it is my favourite piece of music in the game, and I didn't, and then I suddenly realised, oh, I can hear the music, and I'm not wearing headphones. Oh shit, it's probably feeding back through the microphone. Well, terrific. Anyway, thank you very much, Mad Engineer, for telling me about that secret item. I still don't know what it does, so this isn't necessarily a very good showcase of it, but nonetheless, I know where it is for the future, so I do thank you for that very much indeed. That was very good. What are we on? 10 minutes. So, yeah, I'll quickly fail miserably at taking on one of these golems, 2 of these golems, and we will move back to the arena, because I've got a few pretty big things happening in my arena campaign at the moment, whereas I haven't had time to record very much recently due to circumstances which I have made clear already. I have been able to like dip in for 5 or 10 minutes at a time here and there, usually right before I go to bed, just to kind of just to kind of have a quick match here and there, and it's been building up so that I've actually gained quite a lot of experience. Come to life? No, these guys? Ooh, this is tense. You are static. I don't think you can't actually wake them by doing that, I don't think. That was the... No, right. So a good strategy here is to leave one of these double doors closed and then lure them through. And you'll find that their ridiculous like lance weapons that they have, or pikes or whatever it is they have, can't really reach you through the opening. And another kind of cheap but interesting tactic for dealing with these things is to just create a character who is the shortest that you can make them. You gonna come to life? Of course you are. There we go. And oh, okay, that wasn't exactly how I intended it to go, but nonetheless, if you make a character anyway who is like ridiculously short, oh, this is bad. This is bad. What you can do is basically just crouch under all of their attacks. If you crouch, though, you basically bait them into doing the overhead, which can be, if you position yourself right, quite easy to avoid. Anyway, I got defeated fairly close to where they wake up, so hopefully if they're back in where they were before, we should be safe when we awaken here. I think they are supposed to be here, right? So maybe not. Where's my sword gone, please? Oh, they're there. Well, one's there, and one's there. Right, yeah. So I think I've awoken slightly in a different place to where I fell. Is that right? Where's my sword then? Well, it doesn't matter. I have the Skelly battle axe thing. What is it exactly? I can't remember. Poleaxe. A decorated poleaxe of unusual design. Now, this thing has a very good reach, as you can see. Really good for overheads. Really good for thrusts. Generally, a pretty nice piece. Hang on. Is that normal? the fact that there's a stamina damage section here which is moving as well as the health regen. I don't think that's normal. Oh, it's going away now. Is that something to do with the bracelet that I'm wearing? Because it would appear, if that's the case, that it is some sort of healing item, which is cool. I'm down with that. Anyway, I'm just going to wait for my health to regen a bit here, and then I will take these guys on once more. And hopefully, by the time I lose miserably at this, we should be able to get a few matches in the arena anyway. So, yeah. I think there's like if you imagine a line across here connecting the two, that's a threshold that they will waken in when you cross it. So probably be alright to go around this side. But it's probably still a better idea for me to go through that door anyway. And if that's the door I went through while I was fighting them, then my sword's probably on the other side. But I'm going to just try this weapon now anyway. Fuck it. You can't waken them without going to the doorway, so... the problem actually with this, really, this particular situation right now, I mean, is that they just have the same weapon as I have, but better and faster and longer. And also they aren't me, so they don't suck. Absolutely bullied. But as you can see, the advantage of full plate is that I didn't really lose any health there. I just got pummeled around and then, you know. Right, so you do seem to wake up in the set position each time. Which is bad because I'll go through here now and I've got two weapons on the other side of waking them up. So I'm basically just going to have to go through all my two-handed weapons and lose them all one by one. But yeah. Alright. Hang on a second. Yeah, so I had red damage just a second ago, so that bracelet does seem to heal it in some way, which is great. So that's a really awesome thing to have found, or to have been told to find. This, however, is not awesome. But fighting these guys, I have defeated some of these guys before. I think I may have once defeated all of them in one go, but it was somewhat of a fluke. Now I did also manage to exploit doorways and things like that. So, like if I take them back through this doorway and get stuck in the doorway, why can't I move? Singling them out as well is just kind of things that have helped me before, like to get one of them stuck, for example, and then shut the door on them so you only have to fight one, makes it enormously much easier. And this two-handed mace is really good too because it's got some good impact damage, which is really like, oh god. Yeah, that's fair. Ah. What we're on about 20 minutes, right? So what I'll actually do is just cut my losses, and we'll come back to that some point in the future. I do want to go back into my arena game now because that was what I wanted to do in this video, and like I say, I'm not don't have an enormous amount of time to record at the moment, so I did want to actually do something like that. Now, I have got another recruited fighter called Helga, who's at novice. Our friend Bronholm is now at expert rank, but he appears to be wounded, so we'll put her in a few. She actually has really shit equipment. She doesn't really have a good novice loadout at the moment, but she... Alright, if we put her in a dual novice, we'll see how she goes, because I can't remember what she does have. She's got a mace and a buckler. So... Anyway, she's a larger fighter. I thought that would be... Look at this guy flailing. Oh my god, he nearly killed me. Yeah, she doesn't actually have any decent novice level armor, as you can see. She's taking a lot of red damage, which is bad against people with that sort of skill level, because that's basically put her out now, apart from pugilism. So, right, great. What have we got? Dual expert with adept level gear. Let's try that. I mean, he's a bit wounded, but maybe we'll be alright. Maybe. What have you got? Okay, she's got the same hammer I have, but she doesn't have a shield. Now, of course she is an expert level fighter, so has the full skill set of varying, like, different moves, feints, combos, that kind of stuff. But I have that giant shield. She doesn't. So, easy. Easy fucking peasy. I like how he raised his hammer in victory there. Challenger aspirant level with expert level gear. That's quite good. What do I have at expert level? Oh, I've got the pole hammer. This is the weapon I was talking about, which is... I hate fighting against fucking daggers, man. So this pole hammer, as you can see, is a pretty ridiculous piece. Just to have a quick look at the stats here. It's on the heavy side, but it has 4 out of 5 points on impact and crush damage. Poorly balanced, but the length of it makes up for that. It's for the ogre matches. I found it's pretty unparalleled, because you need the sort of crushing blunt damage as opposed to slicing damage, and you need the range more than anything else. So an inept level challenger with expert level gear is quite different. Come on, mate. Noob school bus is going to come and take you away. In a bit. Very, very satisfying weapon to use, but it's again one of those things that's difficult to commentate on, but it's it's like really hard to explain how it feels compared to the other weapons. I keep getting these, but I know they aren't very very good, but I do have a full set of, not a full set, but a full upper body set of leather armor. We do need to be getting some plate stuff in at expert and master level when we get up to master level, but at the moment we're going in with leather shit. So dual novice. What am I at? What have I got for novice? Probably the one-handed hammer and shield. No, it's the two-handed warhammer thing. Yeah, it's pretty similar. Actually got fairly similar weight to the pole hammer, but yeah, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty neat. All right. Challenger, aspirant, unranked. Yeah, that should be fairly easy. No, because he's got a dagger and a shield. You piece of shit. Fucking hate daggers. Have that. That was a really particularly brutal noise that made when it shattered his skull. But, you know, I can't say I'm particularly gutted for him, because he slashed me up with his knife. He's just got out of prison. Another one here. That was actually a pretty bad move I just did there. I ended my move. I tried to come in late in the swing, but all I really did was just end up with them out of the range of my sledgehammer and with me well within the range of their dagger. So that wasn't good, but turned it around. Pugilism expert. Try that. I can't remember how they are at expert pugilism. Only have inept level armor, so not that that really makes any difference for pugilism, but fuck me. Mickey the Fist. Yeah, totally lost. Alright, so they're alright actually. Expert level, we've deduced. What have you got? What have I told you to get? Oh, there's a nice little glitch. Failed to obtain user item 00006C6F. So these are a selection of expert level weapons. It's basically just 2 different battle axes, pole axes, and the pole hammer. We will get clothing and armor at expert to see what we can get. Now, we don't have nearly enough money to be buying the things that we want, but we want to be getting him plate armor now. Could do a master level challenger. May well lose. They're probably going to have full plate, actually. Yeah, they do. Terrific. Have a similar... Oh, do they have the same weapon as me? Yeah, they do. Alright, well... I am at somewhat of a disadvantage, but... it didn't matter. What armor do you actually have, sir? The normal plate with the close helm. Close helm. And what are they? Plate sabatons? Yeah. Alright. That's the kind of shit we want to be getting, really, to prepare for some ogre matches in the upcoming episodes. We can do a couple more, though. Dual Master Expert. Let's try it. Oh god, we've got the two-hander. Gonna be swinging that like a madman. Yeah. Yeah, this is bad. This is harder to deal with than the previous sort of weapon that they have, because just because of the speed and the versatility of that sword, they can quite easily punish you by just bringing it back around from the other side and stuff. Shit. May well lose this. Don't want to have to forfeit. There's a lot of money to come in here. Shit. Well, forfeiting is better than dying. Hey. Ooh, back of the knee there. That was a bad one. All the shit going flying off the table. Alright, that was an epic one. I like that. We are going to leave this episode right here, just on that high note. Not that I did especially well, but it was still a cool battle. So that was a bit of a random one, a few different things in this episode, but I did just want to clarify, I did just want to show that item that I hadn't actually seen before in story mode. So I'm not 100% sure what we'll be doing next time, but will be doing something next time, so do join me for that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, let me know what you thought and leave me a like, and I will see you next time for more Exanima. Take care and goodbye.